All right. Yes. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. Took me a second to get my life together this morning. I was like very hastily throwing on some eyebrows and I was like, oh, I should already be in the room. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, darling. How are you? Ooh, hydration. It's hydration time, everyone. Fancy opener. Thanks, Holly. I really dedicate my life to being as fancy as possible. That's why I'm wearing socks and Birkenstocks, because I live a life of fancies. Hi, Melanie. Hi, darling. How are my UK babes? How are my UK babies? Are you cold? Are you in need of some warming? Hi, Nicolette. Amazing. Looks like we got 12 people on so far. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to class or if you're just hopping on, I know some of you can see, the chat right here. If you're just like within Patreon, know that you can also pop out, chat with us inside of YouTube. I love to see the chatting. Melanie, doing good, but so cold. Ugh, yeah. I would say here's cold, but I feel like what a Southern Californian's definition of cold does not register on a UK person's cold radar. Hi, Claudia. Love the fancy socks and Birkenstocks. Thank you. These are, I put on these socks today. These are, oh my God. Maybe they need to get retired soon. Anyways, these are from my dad, and he got them for me when he was in Australia. Alaska, hello. It literally says Alaska. Maybe I've got Australia on the brain. But anyways, my dad left very late last night, along with my stepmom, and they're gonna go be living in Thailand for the next several months. So I'm a little sad thinking about my dad. I got to spend a lot of time this holiday with him. I'm gonna miss him so much. I'm like starting to tear up thinking about it. I'm just like, Dad, he's gonna be gone. I mean, what's good is that my dad will be back in February. I didn't talk about this a lot online. I promise I'm gonna actually get to class, but I just like checking in with everybody just because. So let's see, it was a year and a half ago, my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he's done really, really well with his treatment and surgery and everything. I was like transparent about it in my like small communities, but not really in like a large way. So, ever since that, I've just been trying to really, just spend as much time as I can, with my loved ones, because you never know when something like that happens and it changes your life. And, I'm just lucky that, he's got it under control, and he, believes in treating yourself with medicine. So he'll be back in February to get his last cancer treatment shot and stay with us. So I'll be anxiously awaiting his arrival. Yeah, I'm a bit sick, so I might die during class. Oh, I'm sorry. A little death sometimes. Hello, Richard. Yes, Stephanie, he is doing well, cherishing all the moments. Be strong even when life throws rocks at you. No way, Holly. Are you for real? Are we twinning hard right now with the expat dads? My dad lives in Thailand. Thailand has an excellent healthcare system. Yeah, he really does. They have a great system. Very affordable versus the United States. So yeah, he's doing good. So, you know, this past holiday week in the States, I did spend a lot of time with him, as much as I could, with that understanding that it's like gonna be a few months, you know. He's in Royette. Okay, my dad's in Bangkok. We're just outside, kind of more outside. My stepmom, she has dual citizenship, but she grew up in Thailand. So yeah, when they retired, they were like, living is very expensive in the United States. Let's just go here. Your grandpa, what? Okay, Melanie, Holly, and I, wow. It's a small world. That's wild. All right, so I could talk to you guys forever, but we should probably get to moving around. Twin Jesus Christ, would you look at that? Well, we all got to get together and eat an enormous amount of Thai food together. That would be rad. So, all right, for today, I'll kill this music, turn it down. So goal for today is to work on eagle position. So eagle, it's a position with your arm and your legs, but it requires a lot of, you know, crossover, compression, you know, very tight front body shapes, right? The past couple weeks, we've been doing a lot of back extension, a lot of contraction in the back line, and this will be a lot more of the opposite. So where we're opening and spreading out our back line and moving forwards. There will be some back bending in class, but there's going to be more of a focus of compression and moving forwards and, you know, squeezing into the front line. So 2 blocks can be really helpful for this class. Of course, a space on your mat. Oh, let's get going, shall we? Let's see. Yeah, this side of my house, I still got to roll out my mat, but let's do that together, huh? I was saying to my hubby that I wanted to come to America and be able to come to some of your classes. Yes! Come! I love that. I love this idea. I love this idea for all of us. Also, let me turn off my heater, because I have a feeling once we get going, it's going to get real spicy. I just have a feeling. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to fucking move my body with all of you. Yeah. So as always, like, I'll give you guys as many, you know, modifications as I can think of. Let me bump this up just a little higher. Nice, and this light's pretty intense. Let me turn it down a little bit. Take it to like 40%, 45 maybe. All right. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right, and we're gonna get started kneeling. So depending on your comfort, with a lot of passive flexion on your knees, you may want to use one of these blocks from the start and kind of place them underneath you like a little bike seat, like this. Yeah. But if you feel comfortable just being on your feet, and this is how we will start. So before anything else happens, per usual, I always like to kind of focus and ground everybody with our breath. So here in this moment, just kind of drop into yourself. Maybe that asks you to close your eyes. And we'll take 3 more cycles of breath here. Nice. And after that 3rd cycle, let's take a little additional stretch for your ankles. Lean back a little bit, scoop out your stomach, and see if you can lift up just your right knee. Maybe your right hand helps you do this action, or you can even do it without any hands. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So kind of lean back, scoop out, lift up the left knee. This is my tight ankle. Great. And we'll bring it back down. Take a moment, tuck your toes, sit back onto those heels. Nice. Maybe you even try to take a little balance. You can do this with your hands or without your hands, trying to create just a toe balance from the beginning. Nice. Last 3. Great. Last 2. And 1. Let's return the knees back down. If you're up, we'll untuck your toes, sit back on the heels one more time. And same thing, either take one more little scooped position here, spreading out through the back line, right? A little bit of foreshadowing for the eagle work. Or you lift up both of your knees. Nice. Maybe you take that curvature out of the spine. You try to sit up as tall as you can. Nice work. 3. Great. 2. And 1. Return the knees back down. Plant your hands on the ground by the side and take a little jump into a forward fold position. Now you can stay just in a traditional forward fold, just hang and dangle, right? It's our first one of the day. I know some of us are in all sorts of different time zones. For some of us, we're just waking up. For some of us, we're winding down from the day. So arms can hang and dangle. You can go for Padangusthasana, wrap around your toes. Even take it into Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Toes goes towards the wrist creases, and you pull yourself nice and deep. This, my friends, is a great example of compression right here. Feel like the belly's drawing in and up. Ribs are pulling in, and you're desiring to go a little bit deeper and closer towards your thighs. We'll spend one more breath here. We'll take our hands out from under the feet if they're there, release the toes, whatever it is, and bend your knees generously. Let's roll up and stack bone by bone till we make it all the way up to standing. And I want you to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend into the elbows, grab for opposite elbows, and kind of nestle the head back into your forearms. Just to get a nice little front line opener here, I'm letting my pelvis dump forwards. Nice. Release the arms and neutralize the pelvis. And let's reach up again. Repeat that and take opposite arm in front. And same thing, just taking this kind of good morning back bend, letting the pelvis dump forwards, stretching out through the front line of the belly. Nice. And then release. Again, neutralize the pelvis, neutralize your hips. Take an inhale breath here, maintain that neutrality, and exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Good, halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. And then we'll take our hands to the ground, bend into your knees, and let's crawl into a high plank position. Lengthening out through the legs, lengthening out through the arms. So we're gonna try to go for a 20-second hold here. And then we'll drop down to our knees. So that's like my little carrot I'm gonna dangle in front of you. I just took a look at myself in the screen and said, holy fuck, that is not a high plank position for me. All right, now I have special instructions for how we're gonna get down to our toes. We've got about 5 more seconds. Now when we work down, right, I want us to just bend into the knees so upper body stays still. As you continue going, the last thing in contact are your big toes, and we'll try to roll over to the tops of the feet. Start that process if you haven't already for 3, 2, lower the knees down to the ground. Reach through the heart space, cow position. And exhale, cat back, round and contract the spine. Push away from your mat. Keep going just like that. Good, just move around a little bit of spinal energy. Nice work. Let's neutralize through our spinal column and we'll extend the right leg back. Notice my toes are still on the ground. I'm gonna sweep this foot over towards my left hand side, yeah? Now let's reach through the arms forward, almost like you're going into a puppy position, but with this big extended back leg. Nice. Try to keep that extension, bend into the right knee. See if you can snuggle it tight into the other one. Great, and then re-extend that leg back. Walk your hands back to your neutral position. Sweep it back and into its original shape. Left leg extends back now. Sweep it across the midline back and over towards your right, so the legs are crossed. Same thing, walking the arms forward, almost like you're taking it into a puppy position. Oh man, I feel this like square into my butt cheek on this side. Now see if you can lower the left knee down, snuggle it in tight to the other one. Nice, and then extend it back behind you. Walk back up to your hands, sweep it up and back behind you, and then bring it into your original position. See if you can keep your toes just like this. Reach the heart space forward one more time, and then push into the toes and settle it back into a downward facing dog with tucked toes, or untucked technically, onto your toe knuckles. All right, let's roll over and take it onto your big toe ball mountains. Nice work, everyone. Breath in and breath out. Let's lift our heels, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, see the front. Inhale, move to the front. You can step or take a hop. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose, so bend into your knees. Reach your arms towards the upper hand corner of the space. Chair, let this one be all about depth. Feeling the connection of your inner thighs, right? The elongation through the glutes and the activation of your back line. Take a breath in. With your exhale, sweep both of your arms back behind you. Squeeze through the back line. Nice. Inhale, rise back up, reaching your arms skyward. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, low lunge, slide your left foot to the back of the mat. Blocks can come underneath your hands here. Feel the front line of the hip open. Yeah, you can have your supports. And then take it into your hamstring stretch. Forwards into your hip flexor. Back into your hamstring stretch. One more time, forward into your hip flexor. Back into your hamstring stretch. Really dive forwards into that. Create squareness through your hips. And then we'll take it back forwards. If you're using blocks, ditch them so that you can touch the ground. Let's go into three-legged dog. Right leg lifts, hip opens, bend into your right knee. Circle things out, create some space. Now, all the while, as you're moving through this, an intimate connection with your breath, right? Anytime there's moments of discomfort, really tag into that. Now let's square off, right? I'm gonna keep this right leg tucked in like it's a little flamingo leg, seeing how close we can get this heel towards our butt. Come forwards, back towards almost like a high plank position. And then I want you to step this right foot forward. Adjust the left foot out. We're going into warrior one. So stack, right? The difference between your warrior one and a high crescent is this. Back foot position, Warrior one. Crescent, heel is up, hips are square. So we've got a bit of a turnout with that left leg, yeah? Arms are reaching up, tailbone is long and behind you, right? Notice how much that changed this position from a back bend to an elongated position. Commit to the bend in the front knee. I know that can intensify it in the calf muscles. Inhale, breath. Exhale, take the hands down to the ground, square off the foot. Step or slide the right foot behind you. Shift forward. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Move through your upward facing dog. Let's hold this upward facing dog. I kind of want to open up the front line a little bit more. Really push into the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Oh, that felt so good. All right, so same entrance as before. Try to remember what foot did you step forward with first and try to do the opposite, yeah? So feet at the front, halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Chair position, bend into your knees, reach the arms upper hand corner. Really go for depth in this one. Really feel the groundedness through your feet. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sweep the arms back. See how high they can come up above your little bunny buns. Inhale, reach the arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Nice, again, halfway lift. Exhale, slide the right foot back. So left foot is at the front. And we're in our hip flexor stretch. If you use blocks for the purpose of assisting or for gaining more depth, bring them back around. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, lengthen out, hamstring stretch. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, take it back. Last two. Last one, really dive into this hamstring stretch. Try to really work through square hips. I'm always catching my right hip trying to pop up, yeah? All right, we'll take it back forwards. Hands plant onto the ground now. Left leg will lift up. Three-legged dog, open hip position. And then we'll circle. I know I've mentioned to you guys this left hip kind of being a bitch the past couple weeks. Great. Now let's keep this bent leg position and square off into our tuck, downward facing dog, yeah? So I'm really trying to pull this heel in tight, trying to keep this length through my right leg. Take it forwards. Step through to your low lunge. Turn out the right foot. We're back in our warrior one position. So stack, shoulders up above the hips, arms reach up and overhead. Now remember my little notes about the differences between this and our high crescent, right? So we got a bit of a turnout, right? We have commitment here, but we also have tailbone lengthening. We'll take a breath in. And with your exhale, square off, take the hands down. And let's step or slide the left foot back. Bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, let's hold it again. See if you can drag yourselves even further between the arms on this one. And then take it back, downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Let's reset. 5 breaths here. Strengthening through the shoulders, working deeper through the thighs. Me taking off my socks. Now, for these next transitions, I'm going to start to throw out options for like hopping forward, jumping forward, right? If you don't feel like jumping today, I get that. But if you're really working to get more confident in those handstands, do you think about the fingertips cambering or gripping the ground as your brakes, right? The effort should already be happening in the upper body versus all of the effort coming from the lower body. We'll lift up our heels, bend our knees, look forward, and either step or hop to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's take it into chair position. And with your exhale, let's bring an eagle in. Right arm is gonna go underneath the left, and you're gonna cross. Now, either you'll wrap around your shoulders like this, or try to create wrap in front of you. Yeah? Now, we're just gonna be doing it in the upper body for now. Feel that sense of spread through the shoulders. Last 3. Good, last 2. And 1. Let's release the arms, stand up nice and tall. And with your exhale, open up, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, step or extend the left leg behind you. Now let's go straight into our warrior 1. So turn the toes out, rise and stack, taking the arms up overhead. And with your exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace, lengthen through the arms, feel like you're dragging them down your hamstring and opening up the chest towards the ceiling. One time, humble warrior, moving forwards, taking the shoulder towards the thigh. See if you can look back through the thighs. Inhale, breath, and exhale out. Rise all the way up, back into your warrior 1 position. Nice. And then pivot into high crescent. So pick up the heel, bend into the knee slightly, and take your pelvis into an elongated position. Let's twist. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Really nice work. Take it back up and open into warrior 2. While you're adjusting, I'm fixing my hair. Now, in your warrior 2, the right heel is gonna bisect the back arch-ish, right? We've got a healthy bend into the front knee. The tailbone is lengthening down and underneath us so that we can feel stable, like the center is here, as opposed to forward and leaning into the thigh. Does that make sense? Center of gravity here, we're not forwards into the thigh. Now let's flip your right palm up towards the sky and do reverse warrior. So side body stretch here. Right arm reaches up and back. We still have that depth into the front knee. And exhale, side angle. Now that center of gravity has moved forward a bit. Right arm down, left arm high. All right, inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen out through the right leg. Reach the right arm up and back. And with your exhale, let's take it into a low lunge position. Bop, 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 bop. So I'm pivoting off my back foot, rebending into my front knee. Now shorten up your stance a bit. We're going into pyramid. So pyramid, 2 long legs here. Square hips, blocks, super helpful for your pyramid position. Here, I almost like to think of myself like I'm moving from like a cow position into a cat. Let's try that a couple times. Push into the blocks, round cat back. Lengthen into your cow belly. Yeah, you feel the difference? So we want to think cow position. Even though I feel like I'm back bended, as I see myself in the screen, my back is actually pretty flat, yeah? All right, we're gonna do a little twisty thing here. Stay with me. We're gonna pivot our heels towards the edge of the mat that's to your left. Toes are gonna turn towards the edge of your mat to your right. You on your blocks are gonna walk to the right. So legs are crisscrossed. Now, things I see a lot of, funky feet. Both my toes, or sets of toes, are faced towards this right-hand edge of my mat. Same thing, I'm trying to really lengthen out through my legs and my spine. Last 3. Good, good, last 2. And let's untwist ourselves all the way back towards the front. Great. Still in that pyramid position, let's take our arms back behind us. I want you to feel a lot of length, a lot of strength. Last 3. Nice, last 2. Bend into your front knee, take off. We're in our airplane position on 1. So left leg goes back, arms are reaching back. Here we go, we're on 3. Stay with me, gang. 2, And let's rise all the way up to a standing position with your left leg in front. Take a moment to explore what it's like to balance on one leg. You can move that left leg out to the side, back in towards center. Just get some wiggles, get some squiggles. And then we'll go into a figure 4 chair. So foot flexes, hip opens, and we'll bend into our right knee and settle the right like outer ankle or outer calf onto the top of the thigh. Now, this is gonna be felt in a lot of ways, yeah? I'm gonna put my hands on my block so I can just really focus on digging deep into the hip. Good, last 3. Last 2. Nice work. And 1. Let's wiggle out of this. So I want you to stand back up, step left foot to the back of your mat, and let's try Ekapada or single-legged chaturanga. Upward facing. Ooh. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice work, everyone. Let's do all that on the other side. So again, thinking about either stepping forward with your opposite leg, or if you worked your hops, you're already pushing into the ground. Makes such a difference. Halfway lift, and with your exhale, forward fold. Great, back into your chair position. So arms sweep up, breath in, and with your exhale, let's cross left under right. Oh my God, shoulders, hello. Good, feeling that spread between the shoulder blades. I'm already realizing how much more I need to do this, y'all. Yeesh. All right, let's rise up to a standing position, reaching your arms up. Inhale, breath, and with your exhale, forward fold. Good, halfway lift, and exhale, low lunge. Right foot steps to the back. Warrior 1. Turn the toes out, rise and stack. Arms come up and overhead. Now let's take the hands behind you, interlace, lengthen through the chest, lengthen through the arms. Feel like your thumbs are getting dragged. And then let's go humble warrior. So left shoulder works towards the thigh. And I want you to think about looking back through the thighs. My butt is not swinging out towards you. Trying to keep that thing pointing backwards. Great, let's rise all the way up. We're gonna pivot off of this heel into our high crescent position. Tailbone long. Twist. Left arm back. Right arm forwards. Now let's head up, back, and over into a warrior 2 position. Right here I was fussing with my hair, so we'll take a second to just fuss with where we are at in this shape. Left heel wants to bisect the right arch. Again, center of gravity, right at your core. See where my hand is? Oop, right up and under there, folks. Arms reach front and back. Let's go inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle. Left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle. So straighten out through your left leg. Reach the left arm up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way back to your low lunge. And right away, shorten your stance, pyramid position. Great. Now, just as a little body awareness experiment, we took a couple of cat-cows here. Oh, hello, left hamstring. So glad you're here with us. All right. We'll stay kind of like where we are with that nice long spine, and we're gonna turn and pivot. So all my toes are gonna turn towards y'all, towards my left edge of my mat. I'm gonna try to point my bum right behind me. It's very like thigh squeezy, right? But when we're doing a shape like eagle, especially through the legs, we've got this level of crisscross going on. All right, let's turn back towards the front. We're back into our pyramid position, except this time we're gonna activate it a little more and sweep our arms back behind us. Yeah, I'm still trying to stay as flat as I can forwards. Y'all know what's coming. I know what's coming. Front knee's gonna bend, airplane position. Come on up, leg. Here for 3. Nice, here for 2. Here we go, up on 1. Man, I'm listening to this day list on Spotify, and the Cramps Human Fly just came on. That shit is such a vibe. I'm living for it. All right, let's open up, close a little bit. Just explore your balance, see where it's at. This left side hip. We're working on it, we're working on it. All right, let's go figure 4 chair. So right ankle, left thigh, work into some depth. I use my blocks. All right, we'll get out of this bad boy. We'll step back and move through our high to mid with option 4, your ekapada. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, now let's drop down to our knees and talk about our inversion option that we're gonna be working on today. I rarely teach headstand because often headstand just feels weird for my neck. I don't know, I've had a few car accidents. So I'm always just like, it feels weird. Now, if it does feel weird and compressive, know that these 2 blocks are about to be your BFFs, all right? A few ways to get into this bad boy. First, I'm gonna show you the version with the blocks, okay? Let me first vibe with this, all right? So, it always, to me, feels like I'm putting my head into a toilet. Okay, I'm gonna set up my microphone right there. So I'm gonna put my shoulders on top of my blocks and my head on the ground. Yeah, great. So with this, you know, I'm feeling pretty supportive, right? I've got some distance, hands come onto the ground. Now, all I want y'all to try, especially if you're new to hands or headstands, is to just try lifting up your butt. Yeah, and I want you to feel not like all of your head weight is dumping into your head, but that you're pushing your shoulders into the blocks. Yeah, if you're pretty comfortable in this shape, know that you can walk the legs further forward and bring your knees onto your triceps, right? And also know that all of this can be done with a wall at your back. Continue pushing shoulders into the blocks. Maybe they come off of your triceps and you focus on either keeping it into a tuck or even extending the legs up. Oh God, it's always a little scary. Even though I do like handstands, for some reason, this is one that feels a little weird. Right? So let's give it a go. Play with some headstands here. And if you're absolutely just avoiding any type of neck compression, all good. Other things that you can play with in that instance is playing with your Pincha Mayurasana, your forearm stand, or even practicing with your handstand hops. Yeah. So I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds to play. Good, good. And also, if there's questions about this one, feel free to type in the chat. I'm here to look at all the things. Oh, sorry, Nicolette, music links. You know me, Nicolette, I like dropping the ball. All right. No questions? All right. After your headstand, give yourself a little break to like move out a little bit of the neck stuff, because I know it can get compressive and strange. We're gonna head into our last bits of flow, because I used a lot of the beginning of class to be a chatty Cathy, so we're in our last 15 minutes already. And in these last 15 minutes, we are going to get into our full eagle position. All right. All right. You guys ready? Let's do it. Downward facing dog position. All right. From your downward facing dog, leg is going to lift. Hip is going to open. Now keep this hip open. Shift forward, tap. Right knee to right tricep. Inhale, lift the right leg back high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Let's kick it out to the side. Fallen triangle. So left arm reaches up. I'm trying to not smother the microphone. All right. Now I want you to close up, lock. I'm on my toes of my back foot. Left hand is on the ground. Either you're going to hold this compressive cross-legged position or try a push-up. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Nice. Right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Let's step through to your low lunge. Dip the left hip down, open up the front line. Big transition here. Press all the way up into a single-legged mountain. Bend into your right knee and either do figure 4 or fully cross the left over the right. This is the beginnings of your eagle on your legs. Foot can stay out to the side, foot can balance on a block, or the full orientation is wrapping the toes behind the leg. Now think about sitting deep and compressing here. Let's add the arms. Right goes underneath the left, right? And again, you can hang on to the shoulders or hold this position here. Now try to lengthen up, keeping the compression in the legs, but getting flat through the spine. Nice. Now let's compress. Nice. Take it down, take it in. Stay right here. Untangle your legs, lengthen out into your airplane position with your eagle arms. Yes. Bend into the standing leg, step back into your high crescent, reach the eagle arms up and back. Nice. Release through the arms, open up into a twist. Let's add exalted warrior. Right hand finds the back of your hamstring, left arm reaches up and over. Great, warrior two position. Inhale, reverse. Good, side angle. Great, let's bind half or full. Think about leaning into the leg, opening up through your chest. If you want it, lengthen out into your hamstring to take it into a bound, half or full triangle position. Nice, rebend into the front leg. Let's go reverse triangle. Right arm reaches up and back. And with your exhale, let's go into low lunge twist. Yeah? Great. Side plank. Now, in our core class last week, I gave you guys a pretty interesting little challenge. I want to echo into that challenge a little bit here, right? So either you're going to hold this side plank position, or you're going to anchor through your left foot, bend into your left leg. Try to tap left knee to left elbow. Nice, hold it 3. Good, hold it 2. Bring the hand back down to the ground. See if you can maintain that position. Either take a chaturanga through an up dog. My fucking blocks are in my way. Or take it through Ekapada Kudanyasana. Nice. Ekapada, upward facing. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Holy shit. Good news, one last side. Left leg lifts, hip opens. Left knee, left tricep. Give it a tap. Left leg lifts, left knee, right tricep. Tap, extend it out, fallen triangle. Good, return the hand down. Square off, either hold or try a push-up. Good, leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Open up through the front line of the hip, and then rise all the way up to a single-legged mountain. Fucking snaps, you guys. All right, it's crossover time. Right leg goes over the left, you bend, right? My figure 4 was my modification, or you cross all the way over. Either keep it out to the side or wrap around, right? Now, once you've got it and you've found your balance, take left under right. Compress into the lower half, almost like a little snake wrapping around a tree trunk, yeah? And think about getting tall and flat in the upper body. Now let's wrap and compress it forwards. All right, this takes a lot of focus, a lot of balance. Untangle the leg, lengthen out. You're in your eagle arm, warrior 3. Big step back, high crescent, lift it up and back. Nice, and then release, open up into your open twist. Exalted warrior. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And with your exhale, side angle. Nice, with or without, binds. Great, now you can stick with this bind. Play with the extension through the left leg. Right, the chest does not turn down towards the ground. Try to keep yourself open. Great, great. Let's take it back into your reverse triangle. Oh. And with your exhale, we go to low lunge twist. This shape is gonna give people a run for their money this week. They're gonna be like, fuck you, Tracy Lynn. Side plank. Great. Now either you're gonna stay in this side plank position, yeah? Or you're gonna practice picking up this right leg, opening the hip, connecting to the elbow. Good, 3. Nice, 2. Hands on ground. Ekapada, round 2. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now, same thing as before, my friends. Take your knees down. Shake out your wrists a little bit. I always feel like it's good to take advanced concepts like inversions and run them back again. Yeah? Now, if you were going for your like headstands and stuff and you were feeling pretty good, my challenge for you today is to try it, but try to do an eagle leg. Yeah, so headstand, right? Tripod or your like forearm headstand. Add on an eagle leg one way, the other way. If you're feeling pretty advanced today, know that you can also do this in your Pincha Mayurasana, yeah? Or in your handstand, yeah? So with your handstand, with your Pincha, right, it kind of requires you to be in a bit of a tuck position also, and you can practice one way and the other way. And this is our last thing before we're done. So you can really blow your wad on this one, okay? Blue Monday just came on my playlist, so, which means I'm fucking unstoppable. I could flip a fucking car right now if you put on New Order. It's just facts. So play around, or if you're feeling done with playing around, right, you can also take a moment, drink some water, eat some popcorn, watch me attempt handstand. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to hop into a tuck. It's kind of like who the fuck knows how it's gonna be, you know? Yes! I fucking did it. Still got it. I'm also like a week out from my period, so this is when my strength really starts to go down. All right, have you guys tried? You tried your handstand, headstand, whatever the heck? All right. Wherever you are, we'll come down to our bums. I like that flow. That was good. We'll go soles of the feet together, knees wide. This is our Baddha Konasana, or our bound angle position. Nice. We'll bring you back up. We'll bring your knees together in front of you. And then I want you to lengthen out through your left, cross right over left, and let's take a twist. So sit up tall, right arm behind you, and turn towards your right-hand side. Yeah? Know that you can also cross the left elbow to the outside of the knee and twist. You can even bind here, right? We've already worked some full binds, so fuck it, let's bind some more. If you've got this full bind, one other thing that I like to do that's kind of fun is extending through the leg, right? Even leaning back, taking a bit of a balance. Nice. Return back down, unwind your twist, and counter twist. Take both hands over to the left. And then we'll switch. Left knee bends, right, this is my left leg. Left leg crosses to the outside of your right leg. And either you hug yourself and twist, or, yeah, place that elbow to the outside of the thigh. I can just feel something in my lower lumbar trying to pop, but it's like not giving. All right, I went for this fucking bind because I'm an idiot. I'm like, yes, let's make it harder, Tracy. Clearly, we need to make this flow harder. Maybe you extend a leg, right? Maybe you take it back, float the other. Isn't that pretty? Point your fucking toes. All right, return, return, return. Release. Oh. Uncross the legs, lengthen both of them forward. And either you're gonna do a reverse plank or a reverse tabletop. Up to you. Here's your reverse plank. You're pretty much like you're ready, right? If you wanna do your reverse tabletop, same thing. The hands on the reverse tabletop and the plank can be either direction, turned back, turned forward. They kind of have different effects, yeah? Nice, let's bring ourselves back down. And I want you to finish in a seated position. If you're listening to a playlist of your own machinations, pick something that's kind of chill. And I want you to just observe the difference in the body. We'll bring a hand to your belly, a hand to your heart. And I want you to just recognize where you're at right now. Acknowledge that you made it all the way to this point in class, however much of the class that you did. And give yourself a lot of props because that was a very tough one, yeah? All right, darlings, take a bow forwards, hands on the ground. Leave some love, some care into the ground beneath you. Send that love and care all around the world to a place specifically, a person specifically. And know that I love all of you so, so, so very much. Really admire that all of you took time out of your day, despite all the busyness of the season, right? Despite however however busy you are, the things going on, and showing up for yourself. You guys did great. Holy smokes. So, heavy schedule for the rest of the week, at least for my like in-person class offerings. Doing a lot tomorrow with, let's see, I'm teaching a triple at night, a flow on the Sony Pictures lot. Wednesday, we have our quick core, and then I'm teaching at Sony lot. Thursday, I'm teaching at Sony lot twice. And then we're gonna be having this special offering, 9-inch nails yin. I know it sounds intense, but I swear to God it works. It's very like slowed tracks. And it's just gonna be like a super juicy, let it all go yin class. Oh good, Yasna, you stuck around. Hope you feel better soon. I need to do my hair, you guys. We need to handle some things here. Yes. Yes, Holly, the Ninian will be incredible. I'm so sorry that for my across the pond loves, it'll be in the middle of the friggin' night for you. I'm so sorry. I am going to record it and release it, but I know, in person it's much better. So maybe at another date, I'll bring it back and do it like on a Saturday morning or something. That way, UK babies, my European babies can hop in. At least to me, that sounds like a good plan. My second monitor just went kaput, so no sound. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Oh. Good thing I was doing the whole class. Oh, I'm so sorry, Melanie. I'm so sorry. That would make me sad. But for the rest of us, you got to hear me. I moved it back into place after class. Okay, nice. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. Well, all right, my darlings. If I don't see you tomorrow in person, Wednesday at Quick Core, Thursday in Ninian, isn't that satisfying? Then I hope to see you next week. Same time, same channel. Believe it or not, it'll be fucking December. So just warning you, it's gonna be December 4th, the next time this class happens. And then, we'll have an edited schedule at the end of the month for Christmas. I'm planning on like pretty much taking that whole week off because I worked a lot, the week of Thanksgiving and stuff. So trying to sync up with my partner's schedule so that we can do some things. But I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your Monday. It means so much that you join me for class. I like this flow. I think I'm gonna rock with this one all week. edit it a bit, add on, subtract. And yeah, I hope to see y'all next Monday. Have an amazing rest of your week, loves. So much appreciation to all of you for like showing up week after week. We had some really good attendance today at its peak. So yeah. All right, folks. Love you all. If I don't chat with you on Instagram, hopefully I'll see you in our community Discord. And if you want to check into those other classes that I'm offering, join us on Patreon. Yes, love you, Yasna. Love, love, love you. Yes. I'm going to prep to make some soup right now and prepare to dye my hair. Because these roots would make Peter Steele roll over in his freaking grave. All right, everybody. Love you so much. Be good to each other. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, Holly. It's soup season. Stay warm.